Well, hello. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Not to you, to all the people watching.
Oh.
Yeah. No, not to you. We are two brothers talking.
Sometimes
Seems
we
like-
hurt each other's feelings.
Sometimes. Yes. And then sometimes we agree and we're always right. So it doesn't
Right.
then we'll hurt your feelings. So it's fine. We have a very fun topic today. It is my turn to choose. If you don't know, if you're just now starting, and this is the first video that you've watched, the
Shame
other
on
brother, shame on you, first off. Secondly, the other person doesn't know the topic before we start.
Me, this time.
And in this case, it's Avery. He has no idea what we're about to talk about. It's nothing controversial. It's a fun little topic. We're going to talk today about water. Specifically, bottled water, or canned water, or filtered water, RO water, spring water, pond water, no ocean water.
Okay.
So,
is
let's
this
go.
drinking water or just water in general?
We're going to talk about drinking water more specifically.
Okay, I'm not drinking pond water, by the way.
How about drinking it?
I'm not drinking it.
Oh, no. We haven't done that since we were young.
I didn't do it then.
There was a time when I almost drowned. I drank plenty of it that day.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, right? Okay, so I want to discuss what are your thoughts? I want to talk about bottled water for a second, just to get on and then off of it, because you need to know my opinion. And then I want to talk more about filtered water and your thoughts on it. Like, for example, a filter in your fridge, is it really doing anything? A filter under your sink, is that really doing anything? The RO system, or water softening for your house, plus a whole house filter, plus a UV light, plus a charcoal, plus all this stuff, do you feel like it's doing? Do you notice a difference? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What are your thoughts? But let's start with bottles.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to point something out here. My brother, he's a peach of a man, but he has a horrible memory.
Okay.
Because we already talked about water bottles.
Well, we're not okay. Then we won't discuss water.
We can
bottles.
talk about water, but we already talked about water bottles.
Okay, the water I don't like. I like good tasting water. I really do.
I'm with you.
Vegas does not have it. I think we've discussed that. Colorado has decent water, don't they?
It is actually pretty decent water.
Yeah, I figured that it would be.
From a cold mountain stream.
Right. On that note, then, if you're on a hike, do you drink out of a nice clean stream that's up in the mountain? If you've ran out of water from your water bottle?
I have, but I had better be like right underneath the glacier.
Interesting.
Because I do not need moose poop in my mouth.
What about the old adage, it runs over 75 feet of rock and is filtered better than we could ever filter it?
I have never heard that old adage.
It's probably best you don't drink spring water then. Out of the spring. Okay. Well, we have under our sink in our kitchen, we have not remodeled our kitchen yet. We're in not a new house. And so I got a system that creates better water from the current water that we have. It takes out the chlorine, it takes out the fluoride, the iodine, the whatever, or supposedly it does. And we enjoy it, and there's filters to change, but and I noticed a difference, and so I hooked it up to my fridge as well.
I have a question.
Okay.
Is this I know you love a good conspiracy. Is it possible you bought the snake oil system?
I don't think I did. I did some pretty extensive research.
Okay.
However, I haven't broken open the filter to look if there's anything inside of it.
Well, and have you gone and got it chemically tested and said, "Oh, this is pure H to the O"?
Not yet. I have not. I probably should, because I'd like to know. But do I think that Brita and their pitchers are a bunch of hooey hogwash? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think you're just throwing your money into your pitcher.
It's activated carbon, though, Matt. It's so active, the carbon.
Is it? I don't see it.
It's so
moving.
active.
It's so active. Proactive. Do you have a house filter for your water?
No. I have a filter in my fridge that I change when it starts beeping at me.
Do you think it does what is it a Brita filter? Is it the equivalent of a Brita filter, do you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Here is what I will say. It gives me a nice feeling. And that's about all I think it gives me.
See, and sometimes that's all it's about. And that's why we have these discussions, because those small of the filters, oh, you'll have to change it for 6 months. Really? Do you know how much water I put through that thing? There's no way it's catching all of it and catching all the bad and giving me the good. There's absolutely no way.
No.
Now, I have a water bottle, a 5-gallon water bottle cooler here at my work. And I go to a place where I go inside, the lady cleans out my bottle, and then she fills it with filtered water. She also has an alkaline side of it as well. But I see behind her towers and towers of filters. I see them constantly running. They keep a very clean facility. And boy, do I notice the difference in the taste of that water. And it is absolutely delightful to drink. I love it to death. They supposedly test it and keep it absolutely clean. And I think I notice the difference. Beyond that, it's more of a feel-good kind of a thing.
I think so. Let me ask you this. So we grew up on a well, right?
We did.
Drank water out of a well.
We did.
And we were of the opinion that water was the best water anywhere.
Uh-huh.
Would you agree with me on that? That we felt that way?
You're using past tense verbiage.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. We were of the opinion that was the best tasting, best water you could have for your money, right?
Yes.
That we were of that opinion.
Yes.
I am no longer of that opinion.
Interesting.
Mostly because I feel like you need to have some treatment on water that comes out of the ground.
For
a lot of different things. There are a ton of minerals in the ground. I would say most of them are fairly beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
However,
you don't like arsenic.
Exactly. I've lived in places where your water has arsenic in it.
Yeah.
And in those places, I had a water softener, a water filtration system, reverse osmosis. So it went through water softener, and then the filtration system, then reverse osmosis underneath the sink, then through the very active carbon-based refrigerator filter, and then into my glass.
Okay.
And I thought, this is probably safe. Because you just don't know.
No, you really don't, unless you go and get tested weekly.
Right.
Okay.
So, I drink a lot of water. That's all we drink here.
Yeah.
Every once in a while we'll have some soda or something like that, but we don't drink a ton of milk. We don't drink a ton of juice. It's all water. And I don't give much thought to whether or not it's actually good for me.
That's odd because you just mentioned that you probably should do that.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we've had a coming to Jesus moment for you with water filtration. Go and change your life.
But here's the thing.
Peace be with you this day and always.
I'm probably not going to change anything.
You're probably not.
That's the thing.
You're probably not going to do anything about it at all.
No, because I don't have cancer right this very minute, so
Yep.
I should be okay, right?
Okay, so then question. Do you not now think that the water in Greenford, Ohio still tastes wonderfully well?
No, I don't. I don't like it.
That's very interesting. I do. I cannot wait to go back and drink the water.
So, have you noticed that when you go someplace to live, when you change the location of your residence, that when you first get there, the water is like, this water's not very good. And then after you've been there for a while, you know what? This isn't as bad as I thought it was. And you've been there a little bit longer, it's like, oh yeah, this is okay.
Mm-mm. No, I have the exact opposite.
I have had that. I have had that experience everywhere I've been.
I'm the complete opposite. I get there, I'm like, oh, this water's pretty good. And then after a while, I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I have cancer right now drinking. Yeah. So I know I have the exact opposite. And I'm more particular. I can tell when water's not right. And so
it's the algae in it that tells me that it's not right. If you have floaties,
the thing, I guess at the end of the day, we just need to be drinking more water, all of us anyway.
That is correct. I have a question for you.
Okay.
You go stay at a hotel. I stay at a lot of hotels, right?
Okay.
Do you drink the water out of the faucet at the hotel?
No. I swash with it when I brush my teeth and I spit it out. I do not drink it.
What if you're really thirsty?
No, I don't drink the water at a hotel.
I've done it. Either I'm going to live forever because I'm so preserved, or I'm
or this may be our last video together.
It might be. You just never know.
I don't know. I don't know. I hope it does me good. I hope water does me good, and as long as it tastes good, I think I'm doing okay. That's really what it
is. It just a
to.
Placebo though?
It might be.
I mean,
we all live in ignorance with some things, so it's fine. So
this is not where you wanted to go with this topic.
It's not really, but that's where it went, and we're done with it now. So anyway, water.
We might have to revisit this one.
Yeah, we might. We probably won't though. Just like you won't change your filter very.
I just changed it actually like 2 months ago because it made me feel better.
Good. Well, feel better. Keep drinking water, people, and we'll see you on the next episode, I guess.